Hey, what is up guys? Omar here, and today we're going to be looking at my Robinhood portfolio. As you see, we're up 0.9% or $86 and $2.50 after hours. Currently, I'm only holding one position, which is an Intel $67 strike or 67.50 call strike expiring on March 26th. I'm down $4 on that, but that's fine. It's just one contract, so I'm not too worried about that. I'll kind of go over why I am very bullish on that. Um, as you see, the stock market kind of recovered. The only thing down in my portfolio is JPM, and it's not even down that much. I believe they're down like $1, if that, on the day. And banks have just been killing it lately, so that is awesome. I want to kind of start getting a few more shares, but this isn't really my long term. This is just more of my options plays. So I think what I need to be doing is I need to start selling some puts so I can start actually, if I have shares, then it's going to just be 100 shares, and that way we can start running the wheel on some plays. I think we're going to be doing like Snapchat, Palantir, and maybe AMD. Maybe nothing crazy, just some safe strikes that I don't mind holding. I really like AMD, Snapchat. I feel like they can go up. I kind of want to wait till this like little correction phase is over and we are confirmed in a bull market. I don't think we're there quite yet, so a week or two will kind of give me a better idea. Rather safe than sorry. Um, and yeah, so we're up $86, and I'm gonna kind of show you how we got there today. So first off, what we day traded was these Facebook 310 calls. I bought them at $43, $41.41. This gives me a total entry of about 125 bucks. And I have three contracts here, so I kind of scaled down, which is fine, perfect with me. I'm trying to buy more contracts now. And then the other play I had, which I got yesterday, I believe March 10th, is going to be these GE $12 puts for March 26th. It's a little more than 2 weeks out, so it gives me some run room. And I bought these at 15 cents per share or per contract, giving me a total of $30. And then I also have another one that I bought, but I don't have it on the screenshot. So I had three contracts total, and I believe it was a total of like $45. So pretty cheap for three contracts. If you see here, we sell our first group. So we bought these yesterday and we sold today. So this is going to give us a total profit here of, if we started with 45, that's going to be an extra $15, but that's only two contracts. I ended up holding one more and I ended up selling it for 37. So if I held the other ones, I could have made another 14 bucks, but I just want to run this for free. I should have kept playing it. I should have trusted my analysis, but I just want to get out of the play while I'm ahead and, make some money. Can't be mad at that. So that GE play roughly gave me about, I believe it was like $100 or something like that. I think it was like $93, and that is pretty nice. That right there, I'll take that any time of day. If someone just wants to give me $100, I'm taking that. So that played perfect. I think GE still has some more downside to it. I think we can see GE go down to 1150, and then hopefully it can bounce back up. Long term, I think it should bounce up. It had one of the worst sell-offs these past 2 days, I believe, in a while. So yeah, GE, a lot of news about them. Then we sell out of the Facebooks at 153, giving us around a $28 profit, I believe it was. So nothing crazy for the $125 capital spent, but it's still a good amount. It's a good percentage. It was a little day trade. I didn't want to hold it with how the market is moving right now. So we just got out of that play, made some profit. I could have sold for a little more and it would have been like $10 extra, so I would have been in the $100 day range. I would have made $100 today, but I held a little longer. Market kind of fell off. I'm glad I sold when I did. I sold when it was around like 4.2%. I think Facebook was up. Ended up around like 3 point something, I believe. So we sold at a good time for these for daily contracts. I think it could still go up. It has a lot of room to run up. But with the market in this kind of funny phase, I don't want to see a test at support levels and then it dips through support levels and then we're still in that bear market. So I just want to play safe. I want to kind of watch how plays kind of build, and I don't care if I don't get into them early. I much rather have the clear signals now, um, rather than trying to guess where the market's going to go. So why I'm so bullish on these Intel is because, as you see here, we have the daily chart pulled up. I'm on stockcharts.com. This gives great analysis and it's super easy to use. So We have the 200-day moving average here as this red line, and then the 50-day moving average as a blue line. We crossed over in February 10th, so about a month ago, and everything's kind of trending up. You see the MACD is starting to trend up, and it's about to cross over on the daily, and then the RSI is going to trend up, and it's at 58 points, almost 59, so that's perfect. Yes, we are above the 50-day moving average, but I think AMD has room to run. As you see, we were at 63.93, so $64. If we can get through there on Intel, that is going to be awesome. These are basically highs for Intel on close, so that is nice. But then if we look at the weekly chart, it still looks really good. MACD separated. There is a little sell-off here, but I think we have time to make a little bit of a run. As you see, Intel hit $67. I think even 68 at one point. There's still room to grow on the RSI, I feel like. So we're going to try to ride these. I only have one contract, so I'm not too mad if I miss on them. I also like AMD. If we pull up AMD, AMD is a little, a little different than Intel because I feel like AMD has ran up a lot this year. So Intel has kind of stayed a little flatter in my opinion. So that's why you see the MACD still trending downwards. That's why I didn't make a play on AMD, but I made a play on Intel. I like AMD better, but the signal on Intel just is cleaner for me. Long term, I like AMD though. And then here, as you see, we went through the 200-day moving average, but we're above it now, and we closed above it, so that is nice. The only thing is you have this 50-day moving average moving down, so I'm going to be looking for a squeeze here. Hopefully the 50-day moving average comes down a bit to like the $84 range, and then the 200 support or 200 moving average can move up. MACD is about to cross here, RSI pointing upwards. I think this thing can rip. I think it can come back up to this range. You have to remember AMD was almost at $100, so I think there is still room for AMD to grow. AMD, Apple, they just kind of been hit. The whole QQQ sector has just been hit, and that's kind of what I'm worried about because we have SPYs nearing all-time highs. So with the QQQ kind of being weak, I don't want to get too bullish on the stock market in general because you have the Dow index kind of hitting all-time highs, while the tech sector isn't doing that well. So we can see kind of two scenarios where tech catches up to the market or where the market catches up to tech. So we can kind of have a pullback again, a little correction, so everything gets balanced again. And do all that because what I kind of notice is whenever the market moves, it moves in an exaggerated move. So, whether that be upside or downside, it's got to move and it's going to move harsh. And that's why averages are so important because averages help you kind of see the bigger picture in the graph. So, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a little pullback. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a few more days running up and trying to test all-time highs. I think if Apple starts moving, then the whole market in general can start moving. So I'm kind of keeping an eye on Apple because I feel like it's just been slowing down the market a bit. And if Apple can start, getting things rolling, I think the market will be in a good spot. Hopefully this week we can close out around $9,700. That'll be awesome. So I'm going to try to make $60 tomorrow. See if I can. If I can't, that is fine. Just going to try to end in the green, and then we have the weekend time to enjoy. But I've been trying to get, do some more analysis and try to figure out where the market's going, watching some YouTube videos and doing all that sort of stuff. And I would, tell you to do the same if you're having trouble trying to find some options plays because it is pretty hard to just speculative trade when you don't know where the market's going to go. And no, charts aren't always 100% correct, but they give you a bigger picture and kind of a more support into making your judgments. Because what I've noticed is once I started doing analysis, once I started doing all this research, is my plays, not only do I not just rush into plays, but my plays are, giving me these better gains, these 20, 30, 100% gains that I like to see that will help my account grow. If you're only spending $30, $40, you want to make sure that you're getting at the right play. The other thing it makes me do is it makes me slow down. So many times I'm rushing into trades, I'm just getting into whatever trade I see first, whatever trade I think, ooh, that's cool, let me buy that. But then, actually having to do the analysis, you're thinking, okay, how is this thing going to move? What is it like? What is the chart telling me? Like, what is the stock telling me? What is the, news telling me? Everything. So you have to slow down, reconsider. It's not just like, oh, $50, boom, buy. And the next thing you know, you're $50, $20, you sell. Next thing you know, that $20, if you just kept it in there, would have been 200, and you just feel like you're never winning. It's just an endless, mouse wheel, and you're just going and going, and you're just losing all your money. And yeah, so take a second, relax. If you're down in your portfolio, don't worry. As long as you still have capital, you still have time to make money. So just relax. You guys got it. Hopefully you have a good Friday, and I'm out. Peace.